Hey everyone, it's Riley, and today we are going to set up November in my bullet journal. So you guys probably can't tell, but this is my first time actually sitting down and filming a YouTube video since having my baby back in August. So before baby came, I filmed a bunch of videos and just like scheduled them out in August and September and part of October. And now here I am filming my November plan with me. So it is good to be back. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed at the idea of trying to keep up with all of my bullet journaling stuff and having a baby, but I definitely have slowed down a lot, especially with custom journals. They take me so much longer. So I'm trying to navigate all of that, but I'll probably talk more about that as we get into the voiceover. Another thing that is not related to my bullet journal, and probably none of you guys care, but did any of you guys notice over the last few months that my hair has been changing a lot? Like I notice it so much on my YouTube videos. Because when I got pregnant, which was I guess like what 10-11 months ago now, ever since then my hair has been growing in like almost straight instead of curly. I know this has nothing to do with my journal and probably nobody else cares, but I notice it so much when I'm like editing my videos. So comment below if you actually noticed and were like, what is going on with Riley's hair? Or if something similar happened to you, I would love to know, because I don't know if it's going to go back to curly or if it's going to all grow out straight or something in between, but we'll find out. Anyways, back to the November plan with me. For this month, I decided to go with, surprise, surprise, a pretty simple theme. It didn't take me very long to throw together, but it's something that I really love and that really works for me. So if you want to plan along with me, go ahead and grab your journal. I'm using the journal from my own Etsy shop, which you can find linked below. Grab a few markers, some white gel pen, black pens, stamps, whatever you have available that you want to use, and let's get into the planning. Oh, and if you do enjoy content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. This time of year is like my all-time favorite time of year in the bullet journal community, because number one, we're setting up like all these cozy bullet journaling themes, at least here in Canada. But number two, planning for the new year. I have a few videos coming out in the near future with different like yearly bullet journal setups. I'll be doing my own, and then one, maybe two like custom bullet journal setups for the new year where you can like follow along with all the doodles and fonts and all of that kind of stuff. So please do subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Okay, and one other thing I forgot to mention before we get into the plan with me is, for ages now, you guys have been asking me to post a calligraphy video walking through like how I do my calligraphy, and I do want to do something like that. I'm planning to do this in the new year, but I'm not really sure what kind of format is going to be best. So I have a few ideas. I'm going to take some polls on Instagram as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, please check my stories, because I'm trying to plan out different like content that I can make, but also with this calligraphy thing, I don't know what format is going to be best. So for example, like printables that you can print off of Etsy and then like trace and copy, kind of a little like workbook sort of thing that I would have for sale, pretty cheap, I don't know how much, over on Etsy. Or like if you would want like a little video like course kind of thing, because I feel like it's too long to put in a YouTube video if I'm actually going through each letter, which is what I've had, what people have been asking me to do. So I could do like longer videos, like more of a mini like course, or I could even do like live, you know, like we meet together every week for 4 weeks in like a group, and then you can actually get feedback on your stuff. I don't know, those are just some ideas. But anyways, if you're one of the people who has been looking for a little calligraphy guide, let me know down in the comments or over on Instagram what format would work for you. And now finally, I'm done talking. Let's get into the plan with me. So here's the journal that I've been using since May this year. It is one of the ones from my Etsy shop. You can check out whichever ones are still available in the description box. I'm going to have a link to that. So the pages here are 160 GSM. They're stark white. They've got the dot grid. They're A5 size. Everything that I really look for in a bullet journal. And I'm jumping right in with the title page here for November, and I used a different style of calligraphy than I normally do. I was at a wedding this summer, and all of their like signs were like mirrors with this sort of font over top of it, and I just thought it looked so cute, so I had to try it out. So it's more of like a monoline calligraphy, I believe is what you'd call it. So normally when I do my calligraphy, the downstrokes are really like thick and the upstrokes are thin, but this one, all of the strokes are the same weight or the same thickness. So that's what I decided to try this month. And I have done this theme once before. It was in a custom bullet journal, and for that one I used more of my normal calligraphy style, but I did like the stacked calligraphy, and it was for the month of January, and I just really loved it. So I've been wanting to use it in my journal all year, and I just never got around to it until now. So as you can tell, maybe, probably, we're doing sort of like a space theme for this month, and it's super quick. This whole title page took me literally 4 minutes to set up. All I did was take these 3 colors, do a bunch of circles and stars, and now I'm going in with this one black marker. It's the Tombow Fudenosuke, and I'm drawing just rings around the planets, and I will go in and add some little dots just to kind of fill some of the empty space. I just like to add clusters of like 1, 2, or 3 little dots. Some of them are bigger, some smaller. And I just feel like it's really cute and very easy. And oh yes, the colors that I use this month, that sort of purplish color is Tombow N60, and then the green is Tombow 312, and this orangish color for the stars is 026. And over on the other side of the page, I'm doing the normal kind of thing that I like to do. I always love to have a tasks page like this. It is probably my most visited page in my bullet journal every month, because whenever I go in to set up a weekly spread, I come here to my tasks page and choose which of these tasks I'm going to try to tackle that week. So the headings that I'm going with this month are the same ones that I've been using for the past few months. I've got a section for all of my work tasks. Speaking of work tasks, I have been getting a lot of messages about custom journals and when those will be available again. And the answer is I do not know. Right now I have a few journals in the works that I need to finish before I can open some more slots for custom orders. And it is taking me way longer now that I have a baby to get these custom journals done. I used to get one done in like 4 to 6 days, just like working hard at it all the time. But since having my baby, I've only completed one, and it took me like 4 weeks. So I'm going faster on my second one that I'm working on right now. But realistically, I do not know when I'm going to be able to open more spots. I'm hoping sometime in November, maybe end of October if I'm really on it, but I kind of doubt it. So there should be a chance for at least a few people to get 2023 journals yet, but I can't say for sure. So I've got work, home, other, and lifestyle, and then I'm just sprinkling some more of those little dots. Okay, I'm just gonna pop in here and talk for a tiny bit about that lifestyle section that I put on my tasks page these days, because in my October plan with me, I asked you guys for content ideas, video ideas, things that you would like to see. And a few of you guys mentioned that kind of what I was talking about with the lifestyle, switching to more of a low toxic lifestyle. That really stuck with some of you guys, and some of you said you wanted to hear more about that on the channel. So anyways, I'm not planning to share tons about that in the near future, maybe later, I'm not sure. But I did want to share one thing with you guys that I purchased that I was so pumped about. This is my new water pitcher. It's from Therasage. You may have heard of their they do like these infrared saunas as well. I'm gonna have links to all that kind of stuff down in the description. But they have this water jug that filters out like way more than a Brita. So I don't know tons about water, but I have been learning recently that our water has a lot more bad things, really bad things in it than we realize. Things like fluoride. I watched a documentary about that. Fluoride and other like forever chemicals, like toxic things, chemicals that come into our bodies, and we can't just easily get rid of them. And it's just appalling to me that it's been this way for my whole life and I had no idea. And my little Brita was doing nothing against it. So that's why I got this Therasage like filter thing. So there's a bunch of like rocks and gems and stuff in here that the water goes through. So it filters out all the nasty stuff without taking the important minerals out of your water. So if you've looked into water at all, you may have heard about like remineralizing it. With this one, you do not have to. So it's kind of an all-in-one thing. My only like critique really so far, the thing I don't love about it is that it's not super huge. It's kind of small, but I live in a tiny apartment, so I didn't have room for one of those like big on-the-counter systems, or like I didn't want to install anything in my plumbing because I'm not planning on staying here very long. So this is a great option if you're in a similar situation as me and you just want to get the junk out of your water but keep the good minerals. I would highly recommend checking out this Thera H2O jug. I do have an affiliate link down in the description, so you can head there if you're interested. But yeah, that was one of the first healthy swaps, or just like low tox swaps, that I really wanted to make because I drink so much water, and I was trying to drink lots of water being pregnant and now with nursing. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that the quality of my water was good, and this is one of the big ways that I'm cutting out toxins in my life. So I checked that off of my lifestyle tasks box back in August. I started using this. So that is one of the lifestyle swaps that I've made, one of the things I've checked off of that tasks box. And if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, again, you can find the link, but you can also just let me know down in the comments, like, what are some other low toxic swaps that you've made or that you'd be interested to hear about on my channel, or just would you be interested to hear in general about the other things that I've started doing? We can just chat about that in the comments below. Now let's get back to planning. So some of the things that I've crossed off of that lifestyle box in other months was I found like farm eggs to get, like pasture raised eggs. Same with meat. All of our meat now is grass-fed meat from local farms, which is really exciting. I've got a new mattress that's non-toxic that I hope to share with you guys in the future. And yeah, I've just been trying to make a bunch of swaps like that. So moving on here, we've got our next page, which is the calendar, and these are the only spreads that I'm using this month. I've got my title and tasks, and then here I've got my calendar, and the squares are the same, or I guess they're rectangles. They're the same size as usual, 5 dot grid spaces wide by 6 tall, and I just went in with a really light Tombow marker and 89 to draw the outlines. And now I'm just using my key colors to draw little circles where the dates will go. And I have been using my white gel pen to do like the headings on the tasks page, and I'll use them again for the dates here. And I feel like on camera, it's not really standing out that much from the colors, but in person, you can really tell that it's there. I don't know, it pops a lot more in person. But anyways, the white gel pen that I'm using here is the Jelly Roll. I kind of have flip-flopped back and forth, but right now I'm using the Jelly Roll gel pen, and it's been working great for me these days. So with my calendar, again, I've got the other side way open, and I've got again a spot for YouTube, which is my posting schedule. I, for the past couple of months now, have only been posting 1 a week, and yes, I totally forgot the camera was there, and I like hovered an inch away from the page. I've only been posting once a week since being on bed rest for 3.5 months and then having my baby and all of that. But I am hoping to go back to 2 a week, so I left more space than I would need for just 1 a week. And then the bottom box is my focus box. And so in a way, I guess I take some of the things from the tasks page and put them there. I just kind of break down a focus for each week, like kind of my top 2 or 3 tasks that like must be done that week. And to finish off this page, I'm really just duplicating what I did on the title. I used the same font to write out November, doing the same technique for drawing these super fast little space doodles as well. And that's really it for this page. Now, I do want to remind you guys, I am still working on the journal that I'm going to give away for one of you guys to use in 2023. It's got all of my 2022 themes, and it will be like a fully made journal with yearly pages, monthly pages, weekly pages, all of that for one of you guys to use for your planning in 2023. And I'm going to be giving that away probably about a month from now. So wait, a month from now? Is that right? Yes, a month from now. Close to the end of November. So please stay tuned. Keep checking my channel for that giveaway video if you want to be entered to win that journal to use next year. So thank you guys so much for watching. There was a quick little flip through. I hope you guys will subscribe and join me for the next video. Thank you all for joining me to set up November in my journal today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, sorry, one other critique about that jug, because if you buy it and you notice the same thing, I don't want you to be mad at me for not telling you. The filter sometimes gets really slow, even before it's time to change the filter. So what you do then is you just take it out. I wrap like a cloth or a tea towel around it and smack it on your counter a few times, and then let it soak in cold water for like 10 to 15 minutes, and that should really significantly speed it up. Anyways, let's get back.